time, please forget that where we have met is not where we will be, but together we have seen.
What's up, SegaFan1992 Federator to Sable Gaming Reviews here. So this is it, the 2nd of February 2016. Today I will be announcing the winners of the 2015 Bloggies or 2015 Disable Gaming Reviews Awards. So first off, as you may have noticed in the nominations video, I do have a slight speech impediment, so if I do stutter, bear with me. So we have got quite a lot to get through, so let's get straight into these awards. So first things first, we've got the Fulgore Award, which is the highest rated, most accessible game of 2015. So we have got StarCraft 2. Now, 50 years of storytelling has finally came to an epic conclusion with Legacy of the Void. So, which is actually the Protoss campaign for StarCraft 2. So, yep, as you play as Artanis, and you have to hunt down and execute Amon, the Dark God who has been responsible for the whole, who's been responsible for the whole thing that's going on. So, next up we have got Destiny. Now, Destiny is a Destiny has been the product of relationship of Halo's creator, of the creators of Halo, Bungie, and the publisher, so concerned of the environment, they've even decided to recycle their own games. Oh, I'm doing this. Anyway, yes, I'm talking about Activision here. So, yeah, gee, a lot of you wasn't very happy with this game. Gee, can't imagine why. Activision! Right, now, so, this game has had a very good run since the release of the Xbox One and the PS4. Thousands of people are still playing Destiny. And now that we've got the majority of the Year 1 content through the Taken King Legendary Edition, which bundles the base game, Expansion 1, The Dark Below, Expansion 2, House of Wolves, and finally Expansion 3, The Taken King. So sadly enough, Destiny finishes in 3rd place because of the following reasons. 1. The existing Destiny players is not allowed to purchase the Taken King separately. So basically, you were basically paying twice for content you've already bought. Now, the Halo franchise has been quite notorious of this with Halo 3 ODST. Now, ODST had a multiplayer disc, which basically is Halo 3, but with all the maps. So basically, when you bought ODST, you were basically playing. You were basically paying $60 for a campaign that lasted 5 hours, and Halo 3 multiplayer containing the maps you probably already bought. So, and of course, no. Activision must have done, and Bungie must have done a dodgy little deal with Sony, as they have got, as Destiny has exclusive content for PS4. Fraser and I both know that timed exclusive content are free. Tales of the gaming industry. Now, next up, and of course, we also have Mortal Kombat X. Now, everyone knows that Mortal Kombat X is the Joker to Capcom and Street Fighter's Batman, as both fighting franchises has been competing against each other for dominance of the market. But Mortal Kombat X doesn't quite cut the cake due to the amount of microtransactions that actually goes on the game. Now, let me explain what these quote-unquote microtransactions are. So basically, you have got things like easy fatality tokens, which basically allows you to pull off fatalities the lazy man's way. So pretty much, but then again, you actually needed to buy fatality tokens through in-game gold or the quick lazy way through your own cash. So, but then again, it still had the single most brutalist fatalities in the entire game, on the entire franchise. I mean, seriously, I remember when we were in our local student bar, Crumbs, he was showing me Johnny Cage's fatalities. I actually legit had to look away due to the what's the best way to put this? Red and plant dye that was used in the actual game, used in the actual fatality sequences. So anyway, and the winner and Kenzie Retro's wild card is Mass Effect 1. Now, I found the summer 2015 extremely tough due to reasons which I will not discuss publicly. Kenzie Retro knows exactly what happened. So yeah, that's that. Now, Mass Effect 1 has been top dog, according to both Fraser and myself calculations, 50 days, or according to my calculations, 12 weeks. That, my friend, that, my fellow readers, is an achievement worthy of recognition. So, yep, here's to you, BioWare. Right now, on to the next up. Next up, we have got the Satoru Iwata Memorial Award. This reward originally planned to be the Sega Dreamcast Memorial Award, but then again, due to the passing away of Satoru Iwata, we have decided to rename it to the Satoru Iwata Memorial Award, as he was the one of the most iconic figures in the video game industry, head of Nintendo. Right, so anyway, so we have got Mortal Kombat Arcade. Yes, the second time that a Mortal Kombat game was nominated for an award. I mean, the game itself was extremely accessible and extremely easy to play, unless of course you're discounting the Goro/Montaro stages, and of course the Shang Tsung, and finally the damn near impossible Shao Kahn. Yeah, seriously. Or seriously, Shao Kahn. It seems as though that your your OP moveset might need a bit more detail. Oh, come on. Sorry guys, love doing this. Right now, next up we have got Yep. Yep. So Mortal Kombat Arcade in itself compiled the 3 games that we all wasted our 50p PCs in the arcade. Mortal Kombat 1, Mortal Kombat 2, and Mortal Kombat 3. So yeah. So let's move on to our second nomination of the awards. We have got Ultra Combo Killer Instinct. Now, Killer Instinct is very, very similar to Mortal Kombat, but it has absolutely no gore whatsoever. Unless, of course, you're talking about the Mortal Kombat game for the NES. Ah, yes, guys. Ah, yes. NES fanboys, you have my sympathy. So, anyway, so, yeah. So, the reason why I picked this is, what's more satisfying, after umpteen attempts to beat, really, really hard opponents like TJ Combo and Jago, but then again, in the final moment of the battle, you pull off a massive, crazy 20 to 36 hit combos, and the announcer would shout out, Ultra Combo! Which is one of the most satisfying sounds in gaming, in my opinion. Right, so next up, we have got one of so next up we have got System Shock. Now, System Shock was Bioware, no, not Bioware creators, Bioshock creators' first game. Most notably, the Enhanced Edition, which has been released about summer, autumn time on Good Old Games or GOG, and Steam as well. So, next up, Yep, and the reason why I chose this is it's an absolutely timeless classic of the survival horror genre. Instead of fighting off zombies, which is, being honest, one of the most cliched enemies in gaming. I mean, let's think about this. We have got Left 4 Dead franchise. Oh, we have got Call of Duty Zombies. Then we've got System Shock. The way that it's portrayed as though that you're alone in Space Station Citadel, and a rogue AI called Shodan is basically been able to take out the human population bit by bit. And now the evil son of a gun is using a drilling laser to try to take out Earth. She is seeing herself as a goddess. So anyway, I mean, the game is really, really intuitive and really, really accessible, as the majority of the majority of the game is controlled by the mouse. Controlled using the mouse, so which is really, 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 really simple. So that way impaired players can play the game. So next up we've got Kenzie Retro's wildcard for the Satoru Iwata Memorial Award. Me. I am the great mighty Pooh. Yes, and of course I'm gonna have to censor the rest of the song due to the amount of crude language. Anyway, the most accurate way to describing Conker's Bad Fur Day, it's a mix between Banjo-Kazooie / Super Mario 64 and Duke Nukem 3D / Forever. So basically, we have got, you have to wander around the levels, collecting cash, completing objectives, and whilst going through the crudeness and downright rudeness that the game has to offer. And of course, the reason why I've been able to discover Conker's Bad Fur Day is the rare replay collection available for Xbox One. I mean, I was really excited for that as soon as it was announced in E3. So, yeah. So, and without further ado, I can reveal to you that the winner is System Shock, because System Shock has a really long lifespan, as you actually as it entails quite a lot of entails quite a bit of backtracking, as you actually have to go back to explore to get X item. So that way you can advance further and further up, up to the various floors, enemies, and downright scary stuff that awaits you in Citadel Station. As soon as I discovered that System Shock Enhanced Edition was on GOG.com, I bought it in a heartbeat. As I remember playing the demo, because it's like what I said in my review. I actually played the demo of System Shock, and eventually I actually bought the full version of System Shock, and it legit scared me. And when I was very little. Yep. So the winner of the Satoru Iwata Memorial Award is System Shock. No. I just had a little epiphany. No, I was gonna call it the Firebird Interactive Memorial Award, but then again, 2015. There has been a lot of hate directed at a certain video game company by, first of all, cancelling Silent Hills and banning Metal Gear Solid 5 creators Hideo Kojima from the Game Awards. And don't even get me started on, and of course to rub feces in a dog's nose. On a dog's nose is that they've been able to slap their licenses on pachinko machines. Now, for all of you guys who doesn't all know what pachinko is, it's basically gambling. It's a mix between slot machines and pinball. Yep, so I've decided to rename the Firebird Interactive Memorial Award to the Konami Award. Now, the nominees for the Konami Award is, and they should have acted on instinct, and they should have given us base building and resource management. Now, this game in itself was one of the main reasons why one of the biggest RTS franchises for the PC has been discontinued. And yes, I'm talking about Command & Conquer 4 Tiberium Twilight. Then we have got Jet Force Gemini. Now, Jet Force Gemini, especially with a rare replay collection in terms of controls, was an absolute train wreck. Now, let's go on to Kenzie Retro's Wildcard. Now, it's a well-known fact that Kenzie Retro absolutely despises Electronic Arts, or EA. Seriously. He's even done 2 angry rants of this against this company. They've been able to crucify for every single mistake. Every single mistake that the company's actually had. But then again, yeah. So basically, he's been able to do 2 angry rants against EA, and then he's been able to crucify the company for all it's worth. Now, links to those videos will be found in the description of this video, and of course at the bottom of the transcript of the of this blog entry. So yeah. Now, Kenzie Retro's wildcard. Yes, I'm talking about Star Wars Battlefront. Now, Star Wars Battlefront has received a lot of hype. I mean, the Star Wars Battlefront franchise was absolutely massive, very, very, very popular. And everyone was thinking, yay, 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 yay! Star Wars Battlefront. It's been 11 years, and we really can't wait to fight to go back to the battlefields of Geonosis and all the other planets in the Star Wars universe. Star Wars Battlefront released. It was very, very little content, lack a single player campaign, lack a Galactic Conquest sandbox campaign, and of course, in terms of accessibility, the controls. Now, for the PS4, it was pretty good. Now, it's a well-known fact that the disabled gamers such as myself, and in terms of mobility impairments, use analog stick layout, which is very, very similar to Goldeneye. Beat it! He's found his weakness. Right now, called the Legacy. So that way the player can move in turn with one stick. Now, its developer, DICE, creators of Battlefields 3, 4, Cops and Battlefield 4 Cops and Robbers DLC. Oh, sorry, Battlefield Hardline. Sorry guys, absolutely love doing this. Right, anyway, so their track record in terms of accessibility is practically much spotless. But then again, right, so let's go through their list of offences. List of offences that DICE has done to screw over, pardon language guys, disabled gamers. So, let's start off with the PC. They did not add a legacy layout. Now, a scoff from a local game shop said it himself. One of the biggest advantages of the PC Master Race is the ability to choose the familiarity of the keyboard and mouse, or a controller for all you console purists out there. But then again, in terms of the PC version, they decided not to add a legacy layout, so therefore you were forced to use an unfamiliar layout. So which is basically screwing the mobility impaired gamers over. So he screwed you over. Now, next up, Microsoft's own franchise, Microsoft's own console, the Xbox One. Yes, it added a legacy layout. Hats off to you, DICE. Yes, I'll give you that point. But it was buggy as hell. if you were to be fighting on the bottom on foot, shortly after launch, you were basically screwed over, because basically there was a bug in the legacy stick layout which made turning slow and sluggish. It took you about 60 seconds to complete a 180-degree turn. And as you may have known, in a multiplayer-only games, reaction times could mean the matter of between life and death. So anyway, it took them about 3 weeks to release a patch, and as a big marketing ploy, they have decided to release the patch along with the Battle of Jakku DLC. So he screwed you over again. And for the PS4, yeah, it was pretty good. The legacy layout was working right at the bat, but then again, obviously, in terms of console, the Xbox One, the Xbox One version was pretty piss poor. So yeah, so Kenzie Retro's wild card for the Konami Award, it's Star Wars Battlefront, and for the winner, it was time to kick ass and chew bubblegum, but sadly enough, no one really should have given him any gun. And yes, I'm talking about Duke Nukem Forever. So let me go through this. The inability to change stick layouts in the console version, absolutely inaccessible multiplayer. Sorry, I'm just adding 2 cents there. So, an absolute joke of an AI during the single player campaign. Yes, and finally, long, drawn out, and downright boring driving section. Whoops. Yes, I'm just adding a lot of sins there. So basically, Duke Nukem Forever was the first ever minus score on the blog. As a matter of fact, hold up, bear with me a second, I'll just call up my blog right now. Duke Nukem. Thank God. By the way, guys, thank God I use this I've actually added this HTML search bar, so that way you can actually find a particular review very, very quickly. So I've already got the review up here. So allow me to read you the very last paragraph of the review itself. The only good thing, gameplay-wise, is Duke's one-liners, which is kind of funny. I'll give him that. If you're easily offended, avoid this game at all costs. There's too much controversial content in this game. Drug use, vulgar toilet humor. Yes, burglar achievement. I'm looking at you. In summary, this game tried to replicate the feel of Duke Nukem 3D, but they failed miserably. So, I actually had the overall score of minus 25%. So, this game was just epic fail in both accessibility and gameplay. That was £2 I flushed down the toilet. This game is most likely the Firebird Interactive Memorial Award at the Bloggies 2015. Bearing in mind, guys, the date I posted this was the 26th of September 2015. Right, so I'm literally just yeah. So So the winner of the Konami Award is Duke Nukem Forever. Shame on you, 3D Realms. And of course, they have decided to try to draw comparisons of that absolute epic fail of a game to Half-Life 2. Seriously, how dare they? How dare they? I mean, I absolutely love Half-Life 2. But then again, all I can say to you is this. It's in no way, shape or form near the awesomeness that is Half-Life 2. So, yeah. So, and finally, we have got our ones to watch. So, I will now reveal what my one to watch is. My one to watch is Halo Wars 2. Now, Halo Wars 2, you know, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the first Halo Wars. As soon as Phil Spencer formally announced Xbox 360 backwards compatibility, the first thing I thought was, oh hell yes, Halo Reach and Halo Wars coming to Xbox One. But then again, I mean, I've been actually crying out for a sequel. But now, during Microsoft's E3 press conference with Halo Wars 2, which I originally thought was impossible. After the completion of the development of the original Halo Wars, they've shut down Legacy Age of Empires creator Ensemble Studios. But this year, who is leading the development? It is none other than Total War creators and developers Creative Assembly. Oh heck yes. And I really am looking forward to that. I ain't gonna lie to you, really am looking forward to that. And of course, Kenzie Retro's wildcard for the one to watch is... Yup, you guys probably saw this one coming. Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, EA's E3 press conference made Fraser and Kenzie N7 Retro into an absolute cornered pitbull. He was absolutely raging because he gave us a CD trailer, Holiday 2016, and revealing the name of the game, and that's it. None other. So he was absolutely raging like a bull who has just seen a red cape. So yeah. But anyway, apart from that, he is really excited to see what BioWare is doing to the franchise after they've announced that Mass Effect Andromeda won't have the original characters. Commander Shepard, Garrus Volkarian, Jacob Taylor, Miranda Lawson, etc, etc. So, I mean, being honest with you, I'm also quite looking forward to that. But then again, I'm a massive RTS fan, so my one to watch gotta be Halo Wars. So, yeah. Thank you very much for your time, and I will see you on the next review. SegaFan 1990 out.